Hello, Chase Palagi here. Thank you for tuning into my channel, and today we're going to take a look at the Boker knife and tool, I guess they call it. A very interesting knife, and actually this video was inspired when a subscriber asked me if I had a way to break glass into my EDC. That got me to thinking, and I started thinking of some folding knives that are thin that could break glass. And nothing really came to mind. A lot of those knives are just kind of hokey or cumbersome, and are just plain low quality. But anyway, like I was saying, very interesting knife here. It is the primary purpose of this knife. It's designed as a rescue tool for a cop or EMT or something like that. But in a civilian capacity, I would say the primary purpose is going to be EDC. Okay, I think it could, you can use it for just everyday tasks such as opening mail, cutting boxes, paracord, that sort of thing, and with the secondary of a rescue tool, something to have on your person at all times. What is neat though about this is some people just prefer, fixed blades. Another thing I see a lot of people doing with their folding knives is prying. Okay, now most knife types are not conducive to that. Anyone who's done that more than a couple times would probably end up with a broken tip. As you can see here, it is a flat chisel-like tip which is sharpened. It is designed to be pried with. So you can see its thickness. Its thickness comes in at 0.19 inches thick. Okay, so it's a beefy little tool. You can feel it does have some heft to it, and like I said, it is conducive to prying, cutting, doing whatever you have to. Now this hook here, that's good for, actually it's really good. I noticed messing around with tightly cinched zip ties in packaging and stuff where you can't really get scissors or a knife into. It worked pretty well for that. You can cut paracord with it. It is, however, it is not a seatbelt cutter. That doesn't really come as a surprise to me, but that might be interesting for some to know, for those who can't go out and test their gear that often. Okay. Now, when I was testing this on seatbelts and cutting seatbelts, the serrated portion worked much better on that. One thing, though, you'll notice I had to take a few swipes at it. It was just kind of limited by this smaller 1 3/4 inch blade here. Another thing, the seatbelt would want to get hung up on that choil there. So that's just some food for thought. Now, this choil here is, I guess they give you quite a bit there. It is well done. If it were me, I would have backed it up some and gave us a little extra blade, but then again, my hands might be a little smaller than most. As you can see, it is a powder-coated blade, this gray powder coating here. It does come with a 440C stainless, which is frankly an underrated steel. It is not to be confused with a 440A or 440B. It's a very high carbon option that its carbon comes in between 0.9 and 1.2, and then it's chromium, which aids in its corrosion resistance. That's at 16 to 18%. So it is a stainless blade with high carbon. It's going to retain an edge. It takes a pretty fine edge. And honestly, for this sort of tool, I think the steel choice is not bad. I mean, yeah, there's other steels they could have used, but at its price point and everything that they did, I'd say that's an adequate steel type for this tool. Now you can see it does sport these G10 scales here. They are removable for cleaning. You can also remove them for good and wrap paracord around that if you're into that sort of thing. The glass breaker here, okay, very interesting. It actually worked very well. It didn't take much effort at all to take that particular window out. There's no doubt that I'm sure it would take more if you had to do a windshield or thicker glass of any type. But I was truly impressed and surprised with with its capability. I thought that was very neat. Now, the sheath that it comes with is actually a leather sheath, okay? Not too bad, actually. One thing I did notice when I first got this, it was very, very difficult to put the knife in. Now that I've got it worked in a little bit, it's it sits in there nice. It doesn't go anywhere. It just has a nice friction fit, okay? The sheath isn't too bad. This clip I'm not overly fond of. You might find it coming off of your belt because it is in there tight when you pull up on it if you do carry it that way. And it's designed for a 1.5 inch belt, so it's not going to work on a duty belt or anything like that. Now, as far as other options out there, you can also get a Kydex aftermarket sheath. I think it's Boker that makes that. I think it's about $25 extra if you want to go that route. It also it comes with this lanyard. This isn't paracord. It's just I don't know what this is exactly, but it did come on there. I thought that was kind of just hokey. I didn't really like that, and also the way they have it on there, it gets in the way of that glass breaker, so I just took it off of there. But anyway, just some final thoughts on this knife, and to let you know that this was a design that was originally done by Wilson Combat, and when they were doing it, they were asking well over $100 for this knife, and for that price, frankly, I don't see it. But since Boker, did this design, it can now be had for, I don't know, $50, $60. And, that price is obviously a lot more palatable. And it's pretty hard to beat for that price if you are into that sort of thing. Now, I know and understand that some guys out there, they just prefer, to carry their pocket knife and be done with it. And, to those people, that's great. That's fine. I can even identify with you guys. There are, however, others out there that like to carry a fixed blade for, just beefier applications, for, prying, that sort of thing, like I said before. And for that reason, I think this tool would actually work pretty well for that. Because you don't lose much utility for EDC, and you do gain, some other things. But anyway, that is the review of the Boker Cop tool. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave your mark in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I do, appreciate you guys' support on my channel. But anyway, until next time, this is Palagi, signing off.